tutorial for the look I was wearing in my October favorites, which I'll put up here somewhere. It is very summery, very simple, very easy. It's got 2 eyeshadows. Technically the one is a cream shadow, but it's very simple. It's like the makeup that you can put on quickly if you need to rush out of the house, and it's a really summery, beautiful day. So I'm going to head into it. I haven't done a talk through makeup tutorial in a little while, so forgive me if it's awkward and weird, but we're going to try it anyway and push through no matter what. Okay, so to begin with, I'm going to prime my face with the Max Factor Face Infinity Primer, and this has SPF 20, which is amazing. I've been trying this out recently and I'm pretty pleased with it. You don't need to use a lot of it, and I just place it wherever I feel like I need it. It doesn't necessarily mattify your face, I don't find. So with that primer, I find that it's best to just sort of wipe it over your face, do like very short, quick movements instead of like rubbing it in as you would a moisturizer. So recently I went to a Vichy launch, and it was for a few of their new products, and this is one of them. This is their BB cream, and it has SPF 50. This is in the shade Natural Tan, and I've tried this out a few times. So what I do with this is I just take a little bit and I'll put it on all the spots that I need it. I always tend to take a little bit too much. Like, I think this may be too much now, but let's just see. And then I rub it into my face with my hands, and then I'll go in with the beauty blender just to blend it all out and make sure it looks great. So once that's all rubbed in, I'll go in with my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, a very dirty one at that, sorry about that. So I'll use the more rounded side, and I just sort of blot it into my face just to make sure that it's blended nicely everywhere, because I tried to use this the other day just using my fingers, and it looked horrible. It was streaky and it was pretty much everywhere that I didn't want it to be. It gathered around my eyebrows. This is very well loved, and I hit pan a long time ago. This is my Bobbi Brown corrector in the shade Bisque. It's beautiful, it's amazing. I'll suggest it to everyone. I know that a few drugstore sort of brands, when I say drugstore I mean like Clicks or Discount, do have a cheaper option. I'm not sure how great they are. I haven't tried anything else other than this one, but I know that Catrice Cosmetics has a, what is it? It's kind of the same. I haven't tried it yet. I'll try it out and see. If you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments. And this is perfect because it kind of just takes that really dark under eye area and makes it neutral, and it looks more like the rest of my skin. I don't know if you can see the difference. I can see the difference between my eyes. Another very well loved product. This is my Maybelline The Razor Eye in the shade Light. It's beautiful. It is basically almost finished, which I'm very sad about, and I need to get someone to buy it for me. Actually, you'll see in my next video that I bought a few things. So I bought a new concealer, but we'll leave that for the next video. I think it's actually the sponge that gives your makeup a really natural finish. I think that it's that. It could be the products, but I've used this with a few different foundations and concealers, and I think that this is what gives it a very natural kind of everyday, lived in, normal kind of look. Not too much, not like caked on makeup. When I feel like that's sufficiently blended, I will go in with my MAC Studio Fix in the shade NC35 and my Real Techniques setting brush. I spoke about these in my November favorites, which was my last video, so go and check that out if you want to know why I love these. But I just pat this underneath my eyes just to make sure that that concealer doesn't move for the entire day. This is another one that I spoke about in my November favorites. This is the MAC Strobe Cream, and it's a mini one. So this just goes on the high points of my face, so cheekbones, brow bone, Cupid's bow, my chin a little bit, down the bridge of my nose. Can you see it? Do you love it? Could you learn to love it? You've seen me do my brows very many times, so if you want to see an in-depth tutorial on how I do them, then I'll leave a link to my brow tutorial in the description bar, and you can go and check that out. So I'm actually just going to skip over this. This is the most that you'll see of my brows getting done. So go watch that afterwards. This is another product that is dearly loved, and this is my Catrice Brow Filler. If you're looking for a tinted brow gel that is a little bit cheaper, go out and get this one. You can get it at Discount. This is a product I've been using every time I put on makeup, and this is the MAC Paint Pot in Groundwork. It's beautiful. It's basically my eyelid shade, just a little bit darker. It has a nice sort of glittery bit in it. It's not like glitter, It's just really beautiful, very subtle. And then another favorite, this is MAC Woodwinked, and this has been spoken about everywhere. It is beautiful, it is an iconic color, and I actually spoke about this combination, MAC Groundwork and MAC Woodwinked, and they're beautiful. If you want to read about that, go ahead and take a look at the blog post that will be linked in the description bar. So Woodwinked I would just place on my lower lid, so just patting it in with a very flat sort of brush. Don't go above your crease, just because then I think it gets a little bit messy and it doesn't look as nice. So just placing it on the lower part of your lid. So I really love this because it does just give a little hint of summer, a little hint of color and gold. I love it. And then I just blend it out a little bit more with my MAC 217, and that's just to make sure that it's not like harsh, okay, Groundwork and then Woodwinked. It's just really nice to kind of blend them together. Then for my lower lash line, I don't tend to put too much color on because I find that I look like I've been punched if I do. So what I did there was I'm just using cork and a tiny bit of Woodwinked on the same brush. And this is the MAC 219 brush. Any sort of pencil brush, or even something like the Real Techniques, what is this, accent brush, I think, works pretty well for underneath your eyes. And I don't go too far down, I actually keep it quite close to my lashes. This is the Maybelline Lasting Drama 24-Hour Automatic Gel Pencil, and this just goes in my waterline. I know it looks really horrible when I do this, and my mom moans about it every time she watches my videos and she sees me stretching my eyelids, but it is the only way I know how to put eyeliner in there. Okay. And then give my lashes a little bit of a curl. And then I'm using this MAC mascara, which I don't know the name of. Sorry about that. I will list it in the blog post. Oh, I obviously didn't use this one in that video because I didn't have it then. But I've used my Maybelline Lash Sensational in almost every video since I got it. So I thought I would just change it up a little bit and put this one in, even though I didn't use it. I actually never mentioned this before, but what I do is I place a mirror just underneath my face. I'm using my bronzer compact mirror, and let me just show you. Okay, so I'm just sitting with it like literally here underneath my chin, and I'm looking down into the mirror so that my lashes don't touch my eyelids, because I have a serious issue with that. Whenever I put mascara on and I do it looking straight into the mirror, then my mascara inevitably gets onto my eyelids. So if that happens to you and you're not sure why, then just try this. Put a mirror underneath your chin and look down into the mirror, and then put your mascara on and see if that helps a bit. So you've heard about this a lot, you've heard about this combination a lot. It was in my October favorites. If you watched that, you would have seen it. But this is my MAC matte bronzer and my Real Techniques contour brush, which you can get in South Africa. You can get them at Click stores. Up onto my temples as well, and then underneath my jawline, and then also along your forehead, like along your hairline. Blush, I picked this up recently. It is also going to go in the video that you will see next week. This is MAC Warm Soul, and it is beautiful. And this is my Real Techniques cheek brush. This came in the NYX Pick set, apples of my cheeks, and then also up along my cheekbones, you'll see now. And because I don't like to look like Barbie, I'm not putting too much on. And a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes and some lipstick, and we'll be done. This is the Clinique High Impact Mascara. It's still the little baby tester one that I got, and I just use it for my lower lashes because it doesn't smudge and it's small enough to really get onto the lashes. I'm actually not 100% sure that I wore this lipstick in that video. I didn't, because I got this for my birthday and I filmed that before my birthday. Anyway, I'm wearing it today, doesn't matter. But this is MAC Ravishing. All the cream sheen lipsticks from MAC are a very sheer kind of wash of color. Color won't build up too much, it builds up slightly, but it's not ever going to be like a very punchy coral color. It's just very light and subtle. This is pretty much the makeup look that I had on in my October favorites, and I love it. It's very subtle, very kind of natural, neutral, normal. I can wear this every day. If you want to see any more videos like this, if you like my makeup tutorials, then give it a thumbs up and I will do a few more. I will see you in the next video. If you are not subscribed, then click the little red subscribe button and you can see my videos that are coming up. And as always, thanks for watching. I love that you guys watch. I love it when you comment, just so you know. I absolutely love it. I see all of them. I respond to all of them and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!